Alright fellas, I'm going to start this with an apology, because this beer that was very, very kindly sent to me by HomBrewGriffo, I'll leave a link in the description box to his YouTube channel. This was sent to me, when did he contact me? He contacted me end of September, and at the end of September he said he posted it, and it didn't take long before it came, so it's like start of October. I was so busy during October planning the stag do for this wedding, and then start of November having to write the speech and stuff like that, that everything that's been happening in here, including the beer reviews from Beers Europe, sort of been put on the back burner. So I apologise, but we're going to give it a review now. So this is his Rhubarb Saison. Now he sent me a message saying that Not on Sundays Brewing gave him some tips on brewing up this Saison, and I think he's already done his review. I think he sent a bottle over to America, but it's the Transatlantic Rhubarb Saison. It's a fantastic label, 5.5% ABV, 27 IBUs. I ain't gonna mess about any longer. Let me crack open, got it on a glass and start to think about it. Wow, that smells interesting, straight out there. I haven't got the lid off and it's smelling good. So it's got the carbonations, that's good. One good thing about this is it'll be super clear, I think, super clear. Let's get it poured out. Apologies again, I do apologise. Got it there because it's dragging some sediment through, but just look at that. That's very, very appealing, very Pilsner-esque. Just look onto her. Just friggin' look at her. Let's dive in then, let's get an aroma on this Rhubarb Saison. See if we can get some rhubarb. That aroma is extremely Saison-like. It's got a crispness to the aroma. It's got a crispness to the aroma. It's got almost like a tart aroma coming off of it, which is good. And you do sort of pick up, and this was the same on the Thornbridge Rhubarb Saison that they did. Same sort of aroma. You could just pick the rhubarb up on the tart sort of finish at the end of the inhale. In fact, it doesn't smell a million miles away from the Thornbridge one. Anyway, cheers. Thank you very much, HomBrewGriffo. I don't know if he wants me to use his real name, so I won't. But let's dive in. Cheers. That's probably one of the best home brews I've tasted. Probably one of the best. I've never brewed up a Saison. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But if I'd have sort of brewed this up and got a keg full of this, I'd be well happy, man. I'd be grinning from ear to ear. Wow, that's really good. And I tell you why I'm really enjoying it, and that's because it has the Saison characteristic to it, but it doesn't have any off flavours that shouldn't be there. So everything's, although there's a nice tartness running through it, there's no off flavours from stressed yeast or sort of missed fermentation temperatures or anything like that. It's so clean, but still delivering that nice tart finish. And he's managed to get, which is good, there's almost like a bready biscuitiness that sort of runs through it. It adds a little bit of sweetness, but it runs sort of parallel with the tartness. And the tartness starts off a little bit like a sweet tartness, and then finishes really dry. And if I was to have picked this off the shelf in a bottle shop somewhere, and cracked it open, I would not be disappointed in this one bit. I wouldn't sort of think, oh, that's a bit not quite there. I would just think, yeah, that's a Saison for sure, and a really enjoyable one. This is what I like. I don't bullshit reviews. I've had it in the past before where I've sort of reviewed something and I've not liked it and I've said, but it makes it, in my mind, I'm thinking, but when I get a good one, then people will know it's good, because I don't sort of bullshit all the rest of it. And what yeast did you use, man? You could definitely get the esters off the yeast for the style, and they work really well with the tartness and everything else. Everything's balanced. Everything's really balanced. And the rhubarb, I kind of get the rhubarb because of the tartness, and this was exactly the same on the Thornbridge rhubarb Saison. Pretty much the same as flavour as that one. In fact, it's almost like you took the label off of their bottle and put your own one on. You do get a hint of the rhubarb, but it's not sort of smacking you in the face rhubarb. But because of the Saison tartness, it sort of reinforces that hint of rhubarb. And just to cap it off, the carbonation is just enough. For me, that is just right. That's perfect. If it was any other style, probably a touch too much. But because of the sort of lightness of it, the freshness of it, the crispness of it, not Christmas yet, that carbonation, tiny little bubbles sort of racing. It almost builds where it's too much, but then sort of disappears. That's smashing. That is fantastic. That really is a good home-brewed Saison, and there's nothing I can say that's sort of negative about it. I can't pick anything out of it that shouldn't be there. I can't say something's too bitter or, you know, too tart or too sweet, or it's just everything's well balanced. I like it a lot. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you sent this for me to try, and I really do appreciate it. Brilliant. I wish I had like a box of them. Oh, anyway guys, that's it for another homebrew review. That's it for another video. So as always, don't forget to thumbs up the video, kids, don't forget to subscribe to the red button down there. It says subscribe, click it, you won't see what's coming up next. Share the video, get it out there for all to see, and until next time, I'm out of here.